Andrea,
Did you read his email?
I glanced at it.
He's a sly old fox at that one. Thank you for finding a place for Devon, as if we had a choice, Casper. As if it was our decision.
Yeah, I know.
How's it going with Devon anyway?
Ah, he's still struggling. But he does really care about the team, so, maybe it'll work out.
Well, that's something at least.
Rather him than his father, right?
Rather neither of them, Casper. Anyway, I'll see you.
Yeah, see you.
Did Casper really want you to talk to Aiden?
I read between the lines. Look, Casper's good at lots of things, but I know people. Yeah, I know how to get in their heads. And I wanted to help Dad, help the team, so,
Leave me alone.
Listen, I'm just saying, mate, if you were such an incredible driver, you wouldn't be a constable, would you? Sorry, it's the truth. No offense.
Or maybe I won't be here next season.
Dude, you know what your problem is?
Yeah. You.
You think you're better than the team. I remember when Aiden Jackson was just happy to be behind the wheel. We all liked that guy far better than this one.
You never liked me.
No. But Casper did. Once upon a time. Oh, you're different now. You think you're too good for the team. Your head's stuck in some imaginary big three-seat in cloud cuckoo land, mate. No. You have got to drive the car you're in.
You're lecturing me about ego.
A subject I know well.
Oh, right. I get it. So you're allowed to be cocky, but I'm not. Is that it?
There's a difference.
How can there possibly be a difference?
This isn't you. This isn't you, mate.
Oh, get lost. Be true to myself. Drive the car I'm in. The wisdom of Devon Butler. Should I be living my best life too?
Just drive the car you're in, mate, yeah? Ciao.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly around the Marina Bay circuit for 2023. 4 corners have been taken out, the lap length reduced to just over 3 miles. That might be a welcome relief to the drivers, might be even more of a relief for their brakes. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Jackson, Joe, Ocon, Stroll, Mayer, De Vries, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Gasly, Bottas, Sargent, Hulkenberg, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Well, it's a beautiful night here at the Marina Bay circuit, and as ever, a really enthralling Singapore Grand Prix ahead of us.
That's right, Crofty. And while there's not many surprises at the top of the standings right now, there's a lot to watch out for further down the pack.
One driver I'll be definitely keeping my eye on is Connor Sports' Aiden Jackson. He's been less than consistent so far this season.
Aiden, you know what you do. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, DRS is now available. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. gap to your teammate behind is 2.5 seconds. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.5 seconds. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. OK, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. OK, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. And Cali's coming in for a stop. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. The car behind running hard tyres. Our gap behind is 2.6 seconds. Far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, we've lost the position. That's us down a place. Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to your teammate behind is 21.7 seconds. We've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Final lap, push, push. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
laps are in. There we have it. What a race that was.
The sheer grit and determination shown by some of the drivers out there today, Crofty, was nothing short of incredible.
Elbows out, especially from Aiden Jackson. Loved his race today, and he finally delivered the sort of performance that we know that he's capable of. So whatever they're saying to him over at Connorsport, he seems to be listening to. A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Now, Aiden, you have had your ups and downs this season, but tell me, on the whole, are you pleased with your overall performance?
Yeah, I'm really happy with what we've achieved. You know, F1 gets more and more competitive every single day, so I've really given it all this season, and, you know, today I've been able to show a little bit more of what we're capable of.
Okay, I'm going to be cheeky, go straight for the jugular. If you had to choose a teammate between Cali and Devon, who would it be?
I'm getting into trouble whatever I say here, aren't I? Can I have Casper back as a teammate instead? I'll talk him out of retirement.
Now, Aiden, you have recently hinted that you're not entirely happy at Connorsport. Tell me, is it true?
I think of Connorsport in the same way I would my family. There are a lot of personalities to manage, but we're a tight-knit group in this team. We might not always see eye to eye, but in the end, we all want the same thing.
There's been wild speculation on whether or not Connorsport can even be on the grid next season, so can you tell us more?
That seems like a question for the investors, but no one's funding Connorsport as a charity. They're funding it as a business. And if a business isn't successful, then there's definitely an issue.
Thank you so much for your time.
Come on, I just want to check out.
Why? Because he told you to?
Stop making this about him. Just talk to me.
We raced in a lot of the same races growing up, and one of us would always have a better race than the other. So in the car on the way home, one of us would be happy and the other would be completely miserable. There was no middle ground. It was like it was impossible for us both to be happy at the same time. And it's kind of been the same ever since.
Look, it's my job to talk to the drivers, Cali.
Yeah, and who gave you that job?
Why are you being like this? It's not even me you're angry with.
Maybe it is.
Oh, really? This again? We were kids, Cali.
You left me behind.
Come on, what was I supposed to say? Oh, thanks, Dad, for continuing to invest in my career, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline, just in case I hurt poor Cali's feelings.
Of course not.
And what?
It didn't have to be a choice, Dev. He had the money to fund both of our careers. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
Well, we were young.
Yeah. But we're adults now.
Yeah. Well, if it's any consolation, I'm not much competition anymore.
You never were.
I'm sorry, Cali. For everything. You were always faster than me. There, I said it.
Nice try.
I mean it.
And did you mean it?
Of course not! Faster than me? No. She was never faster than me. She'd love that. No. But if there's one thing my old man taught me, it's that sometimes people need to hear what they need to hear. You know?